They figured out like a better way to like, I don't know, go to some of the same charity auctions as her and spend some money.
And try to like nod shoulders, run into her.
Go, join the same country clubs that they're part of. They have a friend of a friend or a cousin or, you know, somebody knows somebody. And there was an intro that happened that way. Kris, who's partnering with Kylie or helping Kylie with this, is very, very savvy. And she shopped literally everybody she could find. She liked the idea of something vertically integrated where they could come up with a formula, they could make the product, and they could
the most money
package it and ship it, and their margins would be very, very good.
Most money.
Yeah. So Kylie Cosmetics was originally incorporated as what's called a joint venture company.
Okay.
So they're Kris and Kylie's like company or whatever their company's called owned part of it, and Seed Beauty.
Okay, got it.
Well.
Okay.
What's up? Welcome back to the show. Today I have a very special format for you. We're gonna do a breakdown of the brand Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie Jenner as a entrepreneur and the whole Jenner / Kardashian family. I'm here with a different kind of guest than I usually have. Ben Puzwali from Not a Poor Decision. Did I say it right?
Not a Poor Decision. Ben Puzwali. Yep.
Not a Poor Decision is the business. You're a successful business guy. You've sat on boards. You've done, you know, you've sold, you've exited, you've had an exit. You've built up a pretty solid following on social media.
Yeah.
But definitely different, you know.
Definitely different. Oh,
yeah.
John, for sure.
What is Not a Poor Decision? Let's quickly get into
what is it?
You.
It's everything. It's a middle-aged dad with his backyard bar, spreading positivity, self-worth, and being kind and laughing and just a better world.
Okay, what do you sell though?
Nothing.
You don't sell
positivity.
Sell
honest
positivity.
to God. It's positivity. Of course, there's going to be brands that tie on, etc. Right? But there's nothing I'm selling. I'm literally started as a mission to help.
It's content like around.
It's content. Yeah, it's content about humor, just kindness, and my spin on things. Right? I guess I'm an interesting person to watch. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So.
Yeah. No. Hanging out in a robe, bare feet. You're the first person I've had on with like full chest hair, robe.
I love it.
Gold chain.
In my shark underwear.
Shark underwear.
At least I have underwear on.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if other people have been wearing shark underwear.
Okay, true. Okay, that is actually... Blood's in the water, my friend.
Yeah.
We gotta just show good that I love my shark underwear. These are my lucky underwear. Socks, lucky underwear. I
lucky
love
underwear.
Socks,
So it's gonna be a good episode.
Yeah.
All right. So the goal of this format is to kind of like do a deep dive, tell some of the untold stories, and the real kind of behind the scenes stuff of a successful business or a successful entrepreneur, and ultimately answer the question, you know, how would we recreate this?
Okay.
Right. But we're also here to have a good time, make some jokes,
for
right?
Sure.
And just tell some like kind of hopefully interesting stories about these people,
sure.
you know?
I'm sure.
So a lot of this is about Kylie Jenner, pretty famous person, right? So mostly I'm just going to make it up for the Instagram clips.
Okay.
I'm with makeup stories about her. I think that's how you go viral, right?
Well, I always tell people if you make things up, add to it. If you hear a story about me, add to it because it just creates the infamy. Whatever. Who cares what people think?
Yeah. All right. So Kylie Cosmetics, most people, I mean, if somebody just said to you, oh, hey, you know, Kylie Jenner, her makeup brand, why do you think that's successful?
Her.
Yeah.
Her. It's nothing to do with anything. She has signed. It's L'Oreal or whatever these big companies. It's not her shit. It's someone else creating it. Come on, it's her beautiful face. It's the fame. It's whatever.
Yeah. So that's what most people would say as well. And I don't disagree. Definitely.
Maybe I'm wrong. That's my stereotype judging a book.
Yeah. But that's like, I think that's how everybody, you know, all you have to do is get a Kardashian on the brand. And
maybe
right?
I'm wrong.
I will say there were other Kardashian beauty brands before Kylie Cosmetics that failed.
Oh,
so
really?
There is something at least a little bit different about it. They had a brand called Chroma Beauty. It was a makeup brand by all three of the older sisters. So Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney.
Yeah, I think Kourtney's my favorite. The one that was married to the guy Scott or something or other.
Whatever ones have been married to NBA players. So all of them.
I know. Which one's that? Like, I don't even know. Frick. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. But I know Kim.
I think it's Kourtney. It's not Kim. I think it's Kourtney that I like. But I don't know. Who knows?
Kim was married to Kanye West. I know that one.
Yeah, Kim was married. Yeah. I get it, for sure.
So those three actually started a beauty brand together that was like a makeup brand. It was called Chroma Beauty. Instantly got sued by multiple other brands called Chroma Beauty.
Okay, that's stupid. That could have been part of their business plan, though. Was that part of their business plan? Listen, no publicity is bad publicity, right? Negative is good as long as you're not killing someone.
Right, yeah. They were, forgot to Google it, I guess. I don't know.
They haven't had their patent lawyers, anything. Like, who's running the show?
Did you know their dad's a very famous lawyer? He was part of the O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson, yeah. What the?
I mean, he was dead by this point, but
yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, yeah, you would think. But yeah, instantly got sued by multiple other brands, changed it to Kardashian Beauty. But ultimately they, like at that time, I think that was around 2012, they were doing a lot of brand deals.
Okay.
And they just like weren't focused. You know
so
what I
they
mean?
weren't testing the product basically, because it seems to me, I'd guess that the product sucked.
Yeah, I think
why else would it
for the most
fail?
part, something can get distribution if it's then a good product.
100%. It succeeds. If not, it's going to fail.
Yeah, I mean, they got into Ulta Beauty, they got into Nordstrom,
Of course they will, because that's their name.
Right, and so you'd think if it was good, then it would,
I think
just
so.
go from there.
I think so.
So that's actually a thing that we'll circle back to, because that's actually like not uncommon with celebrity brands or creator brands.
Okay, cool.
So that didn't work. They weren't very focused on it. There's some so the way that I'm gathering this information, by the way, this is important to kind of like, obviously the internet. Also though, I am just pretty well connected in the world of e-commerce.
Okay.
So I have some people who are
very cool,
closer to circles than I am. Right. So yeah, basically I think, from what I gather, they just weren't very focused on Kardashian Beauty, but it could have been big if they wanted it to be.
Yeah, do they really need more money? Come on, Hurley.
I mean, I think so.
Just like they need more NBA husbands, whatever, right? Come on.
Yeah, if you want to like take a short bet on an NBA player.
What about NFL with Taylor Swift?
Whoever's if you want to take the unders on whoever's dating a Kardashian, it's a safe bet.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So Kendall Jenner also launched a line with Estee Lauder that also failed. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. So a couple things they tried.
Interesting.
There's something about, I think from what I gather, it seems like focus is a big thing in their family.
Okay,
like
because they can't.
It's hard, right?
Well, they have too much shit going on. Look how much stuff I have going on. I think
when you get really big, you got so much opportunity. It might be hard.
100%. It takes money to make money, but then there's only a certain amount of you and, whatever the managers, their mom, which who knows why, but whatever.
Yeah. So then something else big happening in 2014. Okay. Kim Kardashian married Kanye West.
Okay.
Now you got to think back to 2014. Kanye West was on the middle of like a 12-year rip of record-breaking
sales,
albums.
blah, blah, blah.
So 7 albums in a row.
But is that when he went crazy, or when did he go?
Like,
I don't even know
that was
if he's
later.
crazy.
So
later.
Yeah, I mean, she divorced him a couple years ago around the time he went crazy. But yeah, 2014. I mean, he's had graduation at that point. He like had a lot of his really big albums, and he's just like ripping out big song after big song. So Kanye's super hot. He does that, the whole family's profile raises. So like if you go to Google Trends, you search for any Kardashian or Jenner,
it's always up.
Around 2014.
It's huge,
Spike, okay? Kylie, who this episode is about, Kylie Cosmetics. She's born in 1997, so she's 17, 18 at this point. She decides in 2014 that she wants to launch her own brand, right? And so she can see there's extra exposure coming from this. They're actually a smarter family, I think, than people give them for credit for.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
As much as I tease, I get it. Are you kidding me? Come on. It doesn't just take looks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it doesn't.
No, I think Kris is...
They're all smart. Kris is smart. As much as I tease, she's very savvy. Look at who she married, the lawyer, right? The glove didn't fit. And then shoes clearly didn't fit either.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So... they all have like a big kind of increase. Kylie and Kris then they found the company with another company called Seed Beauty. Okay. And I think the story about Kylie Cosmetics is really a story about Seed Beauty. Because if the goal is to answer the question like how would you replicate success, you can't be a Kardashian.
No.
I mean, did your mom kind of like push for you to be famous from the time you were?
No.
They started the show in 2004 when Kylie would have been 7 years old.
Oh, she was bred for it, like legit bred for it. That was part of the plan, I'm sure of it.
Right. So if you didn't have that, then you can't really be a Kardashian or a Jenner. So you can't replicate that success.
No.
I guess you could try and be Kris and do that with your kids and family. You know, that's up to you.
But that's...
I don't know that I'm doing that. Not my recommendation.
I don't think so either.
I think she optimized her whole life to 100%. Be connected.
I think she saw the opportunity and it just went with it. And that takes smarts too.
Yeah. No, I mean...
To recognize...
I wouldn't do it. It's one of those things where... you have any like music artists
that... pretty vain, whatever. I don't even show my kids online, like for example. And I won't, you know...
Do you have any music artists where you're like, I don't really like them, but I can respect it? Mine is Lady Gaga. It's not for me, but I can respect her.
Yeah, I can respect her for sure. I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm really bad with song names and lyrics and stuff. And so,
yeah, or just, I mean, it's
a
like...
lot of people don't. I'm weird music too. I like all, like, you know what it is? My mom would listen to this station that was like 80s rock kind of thing, or like love songs. Hence me.
That's you, huh?
Yeah. So
total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Total eclipse of the heart. And I'm the worst singer.
Yeah. That's if you want to be a Kardashian or a Jenner, it's just like a life of kind
everything.
Of selling your soul to it, right?
A lot of work.
Yeah. So
a lot of
basically
work.
Committing to being incredibly connected.
100%.
So, Seed Beauty is the brand that partners with her. And I think that they're the more interesting player here, because my question is, how does Seed Beauty get the deal? Right?
Okay.
Because everybody would want that deal.
Sure.
And
Seed Beauty is Kylie's company?
No, Seed Beauty is
a different company.
Seed Beauty is another company. So let's backstory Seed Beauty.
Okay.
Hey y'all, quick break to talk about the most important part of your business, which is hiring. I've hired a lot of team members from the Philippines. They're super hard workers. The problem is I have to come up with an exact checklist for them to follow, and I am not good at that. So they end up being held back by me. This is why I love working with More Staffing. More Staffing specializes in finding talent from the Philippines that is high level. So you can just hand them your goals and they'll use their skills to get you there. I've actually done some hiring through More Staffing, and they were able to find me seriously great marketers for around a third of the price that I would pay a US employee. So if that sounds like it could help you, go to morenow.com/MC so that they know that you came from the podcast. That helps support the podcast, and it helps improve your business because you get great talent for a third of the price. So that's morenow.com/MC. Okay, back to the show.
Seed Beauty had been around for only like a year when they're very brand new when they
What
got
about
this deal with
who
Kylie.
you know, right? Come on, it's someone who you know. That's what it is. It's nepotism.
Yeah. I have a couple theories.
That's my theory. What else is it? Come on, unless they have some breakthrough product that's new and never heard of, which is possible.
It's pretty hard to make up.
Hard to make though. I get it. It's all who you know. It's money. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You never know the chain of events.
Yeah. So let me give you the background on Seed Beauty so we can speculate.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so Seed Beauty actually it was like a brand new business at the time, but it's co-founded by Jonathan and Laura. I can't remember their last name. Something like super basic, like Johnson or something like that. It's not Johnson.
Hey, whatever it is.
Wilson, I don't know. No, it's like when I feel bad that
it's like a normal name. Okay,
yeah, Reynolds.
Yeah,
no,
Reynolds.
not Reynolds.
Okay,
yeah, I don't know. It's probably here in my notes, but I can't see it. So
it does. I'll forget anyways, to be honest. I'm not good with names.
Yeah, so it's co-founded by those two. Their brother and sister. Okay. Their dad had owned, and they're kind of like launching it off the back of something else. So their dad had owned a company called Spatz Labs.
Okay.
Spatz Labs have been around since the 60s, like 1960. He bought it in 1989. And what all Spatz Labs did is manufacture makeup products for global brands. So the L'Oreals of the world.
So they were kind of a back-end distributor or a creator of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even know if they did the formulation. I think
they just produced it. Yeah.
I think they might have just done manufacturing.
Yeah.
And so their dad bought it in 1989. Their dad was like a NASA engineer.
Okay.
So he just had like a regular job, saved up money, and bought this business from a guy that's retiring, right? They came into the business, John and Laura. And so, they came into the business and were helping operate it like the lab.
Yep.
And around 2014, they were like, their margins kept getting crunched. And so they decided, why don't we launch our own brand where we just sell directly to consumers? and they launched a brand called ColourPop, which is also a very popular makeup brand.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm sure you know.
Oh,
right?
I
You're
love
up on
beauty
it.
products. I
Right.
love beauty products.
Yeah. So ColourPop was like a super popular makeup brand. One of the first real like ones to go.
You
like,
sure not Ring Pop, right? Like
direct
the one
to-
you eat? No, okay. Color Pop?
no.
Okay, wrong company. Okay, yeah.
different,
okay,
different,
totally different. Okay,
thing.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got it. Sorry.
That's a different episode.
Sidetrack. Okay,
see
sorry,
episode
I'm getting
372. No.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting numbers screwed up. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ring
Cut.
Pop,
No,
yeah.
I'm just joking. Okay, you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm very
Color
familiar
Pop.
with Ring Pops.
Okay, I love
Connoisseur,
fruit.
you know.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
That's awesome.
So they launched ColourPop, but I'm still like, okay, how do they get in? I have a few theories, and
Okay.
I've asked some people. Nobody seems to know. Nobody that I know knows. Somebody knows.
For sure.
Somebody somewhere knows.
For sure.
Right? Somebody somewhere knows. But here are the basic potential theories that I have.
Okay. Where is it located? Do you know?
Yeah, so their lab is located in Oxnard, California, which is about 35 minutes away from where the Kardashians
Okay, so the
live.
California thing's important to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all Southern California, and they produce in California. So by this point, they've made their lab like what's called vertically integrated, which is just a fancy way of saying like now they do the formulation.
Oh, okay.
So they formulate the makeup and they produce it and they'll package it.
Got it. Because they
So
reverse engineered it probably.
Yeah, so they come to you like they,
it.
and I don't
Full
know,
distrib-
they might
full
even
on.
send it. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
got
and-
it. Yeah, they're on the whole chain.
Yeah, and they're connected, right? So they do bring some value to this relationship
Yeah.
because they
Sure.
can basically go soup to nuts. We'll make the product for
Sure.
you, distribute it.
That's a huge one, I think.
yeah, but there's no way they're the only company who can do this.
No.
Yeah, so I have basically three theories on this.
Okay.
My first theory is that my first theory is kind of what you said. They just happen to have a friend, and this is like it's a kind of one of those impassing things. They have a friend of a friend or a cousin or somebody knows somebody, and there was an intro that happened that way, and it's completely it's just luck.
Yeah,
right.
luck.
It's just
could be luck. Luck happens.
so that's theory number one. That happens a lot. Theory number two is that Kris, who's partnering with Kylie or helping Kylie with this, is very, very savvy, and she shopped literally everybody she could find. And
Beat them up.
Yeah, and she liked the idea of something vertically integrated where they could come up with a formula, they could make the product, and they could
The most money.
package it and ship it, and their margins would be very, very
the
good.
most money.
Yeah. So, and again, she's also super savvy with like how much a product costs. This is sources say that they're very aware of like margins and like
100%.
they understand money
She's
math
smart.
around physical products.
Yeah.
So that's number two, is that she kind of just shopped everybody.
And makeup's one of the highest profit items, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah. it
In
is. And-
shoppers here. It is.
yeah, because it's all whatever the formula is, right? That's where the sauce is, right?
Yeah.
So, so it could be that she just shopped everyone she could find,
Yeah.
and they kind of like won the business, right? And my third theory is another common thing I see is that they figured out a way to wisely do buy friends, right? So instead of just like going to Kylie Jenner and being like, hey, why don't you do this like $2 million collab with ColourPop? They figured out like a better way to like, I don't know, go to some of the same charity auctions as her and spend some
and
money.
try to like nod shoulders, run
Right.
into her.
Run into her, join the same country clubs that they're part of, like those kinds of things, or do a brand deal with some of her friends.
Let me ask you
that
one
she
other
hears
thing.
about
You,
them.
you might have said this. Were the company bought out by her or are they joint together?
So Seed Beauty, no, so Kylie Cosmetics was originally incorporated as what's called a joint venture company.
Okay.
So they're Kris and Kylie's like company or whatever their company's called owned part of it, and Seed Beauty. owned
Okay,
part of
got
as
it.
well.
Okay, got it. That's what I want to know because I have another theory if you want to hear it.
Yeah, hit me.
Okay,
with
so
it.
get this.
Is it aliens?
No, I'm not like that, wacko. I am crazy, but not really. Okay, follow this. What does the world run on?
Money?
Money, and
Okay.
what else? More devious. What if there was some sex scandal down the road and you owe me a scratch? This is my debt to you. You got to think old California, Vegas, but there's a lot of shit that went on. There's mafia connections.
Let's go full conspiracy theory with
I'm not even trying to be conspiracy. It's perspective.
Yeah.
It's more interesting. You never know because you never know who you don't know. You never know the real. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Well, I've heard, and given like when you have like sources close to people or you know people around,
got it. Yeah,
people always magnify things. But I
Sure.
have heard some stuff around like the Kim Kardashian sex tape, like
that she released on purpose?
That was not a mistake.
I don't
There's
think
nothing.
So. It actually makes total sense.
And I've also heard about that family in particular. There are no mistakes. Nothing they do is a mistake. Like,
I don't think so either, to be honest. And it's like, it actually makes perfect sense. So
yeah,
Graham, release my sex tape. No, I'm joking.
Right, yeah.
Just joking. Don't release my sex tape.
Our sex tape.
Yeah, our sex tape. Oh, can we tell us really quick? We got to really quick when I walked in.
Random side story.
Yeah,
we came into the studio.
Story. We came in the studio.
You were already here.
Yeah, I never met you, John, ever in my life. I just saw him on video and chatted a little email, whatever.
So I come in and... Like when I was outside, there were these people who were like, "Are you looking for this play?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for it." I didn't know them, and I come in and see a man in nothing but a robe on a couch in what's clearly a studio with like multiple cameras. We got 3 so like man, robe, couch. Like especially your whole vibe, right? Like we got gold chain, hair, like,
big hair.
You look like Ron Jeremy, circa 1991. You know,
God, I've heard that a lot, Ron Jeremy.
So we come in, and there's these random people who follow me in from the outside,
and they were pretty girls. I'm like, oh, I didn't know he was bringing pretty girls. Kind of embarrassed for a second, not really, because where's my robe? But then I was like, oh my God, these people are thinking we're fucking taping a porn.
Doing a little,
like I was like, oh my God, I thought they were with you. I would have told them, or at least give them a card to follow.
What would you have told them?
I would have gave them a card to follow. We're not doing porn. That's what I would have said.
Hey, we're not doing porn.
We can if you want. No, I'm just joking.
We could. I don't know. We're set up for it.
Yeah, we're all set up. I don't know if Graham could close his eyes or not, but whatever. But
Graham's like, this is not, I don't pay me enough.
Yeah, Graham's like, your price just went way up.
So they left and they're like, we walked in on a gay porn shoot.
Yeah,
so
seriously. And nothing wrong with it, but that's what they thought as a porn shoot. It's like this place's vibe is awesome.
Like, hopefully they see this later and they're like, it was a podcast.
I hope so too. Geez, they're probably taking a picture.
Or hopefully they don't. Actually, that's
who cares? Let it spread in the universe.
That's a great story for them.
Like I said, exactly, don't take that away from them. Yeah. It's like when I say people talk about me, add to it.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it because I hear everything.
He was completely naked.
Yeah. Oh, I probably was actually at one point. There's cameras. We have to check. Yeah, exactly.
So, sex
okay, so back to the thing, sex, it's all the thing, right? It's just, I don't know. I just think there's always a story.
Involved.
Something, yes.
TLDR.
Gay, I think porn for sure. I think for sure.
I mean, that's my theories are basically, they knew someone, who knew somebody, or they used their resource. So like they had this cash flowing business already. They used the money that they had from that in order to get in the same places.
I would love to know, to be honest.
Yeah. I cannot find anybody who knows.
I'd love to know
how they got connected.
Yeah. Very interesting.
And nobody's ever thought to ask, which I'm like, that seems like the most obvious question.
Yeah, ask but maybe they would never reveal it, right? There's always some method to the madness.
Okay, I have a theory about that later.
Okay,
about
cool.
like what?
See, I'm reading your mind. Dude. This is meant to be.
So when she first launched, she launched with only 15,000 units. So that like sounds like a big number, but think about like at this point, she probably had how many Instagram followers? She's like one of the most followed people on Instagram.
Probably who knows, millions? Probably
I think hundreds of millions. Yeah, like we're talking about 0.1% of her total followers.
And she's doing even 1%. That's a shitload of eyes seeing that.
Yep. So, and this is 2015. So imagine the heyday of organic reach. So 15,000 units, sells out basically immediately. Wow. Another thing that's very interesting and like I think a key point of this is that she only launched what are called lip kits. And I'm not a makeup expert, so I could butcher this.
Okay.
But from what I understand, a lip kit, or what she launched, is just lipstick and liner. And the reason that's significant is because it's like a niche of a niche, right? So you have like beauty and then you have makeup.
So it's like a niche.
And then you have a face. So the best way I can quantify this from what I've read is that this would be like Ryan Reynolds launching not golf products, not golf clubs, but 7 irons.
Got it. Like a specific in the industry.
And like also kind of niche, because it'd be like one thing if you just launched drivers.
But could that be related to, and that's another interesting thing is this company, how much units could they produce? You know what I'm saying? Like, was that considered?
Lot.
Okay, more than that.
Yeah, that's what they're set up for.
So maybe they were
Global
creating
production.
demand though. They were creating demand, right?
It was
like
on
a bubble.
100% it was on purpose.
They want to create a buzz. They want to create no product.
She wanted to sell out quick.
Supply and demand is all what it's about. The world runs on that.
Absolutely. So, so I think it's like a niche of the niche. And the reason I use the 7-iron sort of, I'm not like a big golfer, but I'm a golfer enough to know, or I know enough to know that like, if you did just drivers or just putters, that wouldn't be weird, but like nobody focuses on the mid-range game. And I think that's what this lip thing
it's like a mid thing that's weird, but
be like under-focused.
Be different. One of my main things.
So at first it seemed like they're like, oh, they only focus on lips. Like they must do that really well. So like you were saying
that's
before.
an interesting thing too. It's all perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting because the thing is, that they have people studying the psychology of people, right? Like, that's what it is. Like everything's a psychology. Everything's a pattern or...
Yeah. They're smart and they can talk to whoever they want to talk to. Whatever expert they want to talk to.
Yes. And there is experts like,
So, they continued with so they did this what's called a drop model. They continued to restock, sell out, restock, sell out, and it would sell out super quickly. Created this like huge demand. Every time it would restock, there was PR from all of the
PR,
the internets that cover the celebrities.
Of course, TMZs and all that crap for sure.
Then it would sell out.
Dude, it's
PR
beautiful.
again.
Think about that.
Yeah,
that's pure. Think about that.
Yeah,
I was like, that's pure beauty. Like in a sense, like it's genius.
Yeah.
I know. So you notice. You
get a little dad joke.
I'm much smarter than I act.
Little dad joke.
Little dad joke. I am a dad joke.
So yeah, they kind of kept doing that, and then they'd get another PR hit when they sold out again.
Right? Of course they would. This is brilliant. See, that's what I mean. People that are dumb don't know that. Do that.
Yeah. Well, the logic is like, well, if we just keep it in stock, we can sell more. I hear that a lot. I work in e-commerce and I hear that a lot. Like, our biggest barrier to scaling is that we just keep running out of stock. If we could get our stock and our planning right, then we would sell more. And
Do you think that's true? But I mean, that's a unique brand. Like the Kardashians have a brand, like they're...
Yeah. So usually...
what are your opinion on that? I'd love to know, actually.
Yeah, usually what I tell them is like, I think the fact that it's going out of stock is probably part of the magic. And if you keep it in stock all the time, if it's always in stock...
I thought so too.
Why buy now?
Exactly. You have to give people a reason. It's a lot of things impulse.
Yeah. And so if you ever find yourself with a brand that has that out of stocking cycle and every time you restock, like people like clamor over it, just keep that going, do bigger and bigger quantities, like ladder up the quantities, but don't ever go to an always in stock thing.
Oh, okay. So you're saying I should never give 5 videos in a day and then stop for a week? No,
yeah.
Or maybe I should do that. You're saying,
right? Yeah. I mean, it depends. It depends which. Like, are you talking about Instagram? Or are you talking about your Pornhub account?
Pornhub. Yeah. Anyways, we're not supposed to talk about. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Did you want to promote your OnlyFans here?
I've been asked many times. If all else fails, maybe.
Yeah. So this is where things start to get like kind of take a turn for a little bit. Okay. So this peaked in mid 2016.
Okay.
This is when her, like anything around Google Trends, her website traffic, all of the stuff that you can kind of publicly see sort of peaks.
Okay.
In mid 2016. Around the end of 2016, I guess like lip plumper became a trend. I don't know.
Lip plumper.
This is
sounds like a girl with a big butt, like not the I don't know. Is that what it lip?
Like maybe like
lip, like
lip
this.
plumper.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a person. Lip plumper. Oh, it must make your
lip
lips.
Plumper. You thought it was
I think
like
like a person.
Like
a rapper.
Black China.
Like a big ass, like whatever.
Like Black China featuring lip plumper.
Sorry, I thought you meant like a person. Honestly, I'm not good with pop culture. Like so.
Yeah, so I don't know
lip
what lip
plumper
does.
must make your lips plumper. It's like Botox.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
So the crazy thing is though, because this was like a lip brand, and then Kylie didn't ride that trend. She didn't want to do that. So she actually started launching like eyeshadows and highlighters, blush, like other face stuff.
Okay.
She didn't ride the lip trend and it declined a bit, like didn't do as well. So it still did okay, right? They got into Ulta Beauty and some other retailers in 2017. And then in 2018, Forbes named her the youngest self-made billionaire ever.
Now, hold on a minute. You know the top 50s, not that maybe, but the best New York bestseller, all that bullshit. Do you think it's all like, because that's paid, you know that, right? To get the New York best. So is the 50 on, you can't make that up.
I feel like a kid you've just told that Santa Claus isn't real too. You mean I can't just earn my way onto that?
No, I'm earning my way, unfortunately, and working very hard at it. You can't. No.
Okay. So yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I'm just saying, what do you think? I think something they can fake that, but I think you can get the cover, for example,
Yeah, so she was on the cover as the youngest self-made billionaire ever, that stirred up controversy, which I'm sure they knew it would, because how self-made is Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, sure.
And so she had another really big surge, but here's the thing. Forbes valued the brand around $900 million. How did Forbes do that?
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of the same concept, right? A New York bestseller because you're fucking paying for it.
Yeah. Forbes is like, what do you want us to value?
Yeah, exactly. Come on, dude, because you think they're going to go check all the fucking details? It's like Trump saying he's worth whatever and he's getting sued everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like whatever.
I think that one is probably a little bit earned. She was on the cover, and I think there's got to be a combination.
There has to be some kind of...
There's got to be a combination of like, she's going to sell magazines.
Yeah, of course.
Or I guess sell online...
subscriptions,
whatever. I mean, she was on the cover of the physical magazine.
Yeah.
They valued it at $900 million based on their guess.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's probably it's whatever.
I don't know. My daughter really likes it.
Close enough. Of course they do.
Yeah, I know this girl. This neighbor girl. She wears it every day. So.
I don't have no idea. My girls take me to Sephora. I didn't know the other day, and oh my god, spent like who knows how much money, and they're like, "Oh, we just got a couple things." They're 12, my twins. I had no idea what it was. That shit's expensive. That's all I'm saying. So.
Yeah, no, and hers. I mean, a celebrity brand's going to be marked up. Yep, celebrity brand's going to be marked up for sure. So they valued it at $900 million. People then proceeded to argue about how self-made she was.
But what does that create? Controversy creates buzz. Yep. I love fighting with haters.
Yeah. So. Couple weeks later, like a month later or something like that, Forbes came back and said that like they apologized and they said, we were misled by Kylie's people, her PR team, about the value of the brand. I'm like, so hold on. They just told you?
Can they get sued for that? Or is that like, or is that just freedom of the press kind of thing? Because at the time they were, I don't know.
Maybe they put it into the story that like, all the thing, according to her family that did this much in revenue, which would give it this kind of valuation.
Right? The long after they remember why, they remember who, right? So there's really no bad press.
But here's the thing. I remember the whole controversy about her.
But most people don't.
I don't remember Forbes saying that, so
you don't remember that.
I don't remember Forbes saying that.
So where'd you hear that from?
They misled. When I was looking into this.
Oh, weird. I don't remember that either. So it's pushed down.
It got tons of controversy and publicity that she was named this, but then
no press.
Even though Forbes made this apology, that didn't get as much play. You know what I mean?
What happens is I think when celebrities are so rich, for example, Beckham's, when they heard supposedly cheating, they released that video on TikTok that went crazy. So their publicists will fight the bad news with something else. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? It could have been pushed down. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I think...
Or paid, whatever.
Yeah. So all this kind of culminates in 2019. November of 2019, the company gets purchased.
Okay.
A company called Coty Inc., which is like a house for a bunch of different beauty brands.
Okay, yeah.
Buy 51% stake in Kylie Cosmetics.
Okay.
For
so they have controlling
$600 million. Making it a $1.2 billion company valuation. So, I mean, Forbes might have been misled, but ultimately they weren't wrong, right? So whatever it was, and Coty gets to do their due diligence, right? They know the numbers.
Oh, of course. You're not just going to give someone $600 million.
Right. No. So here's the fun part. Coty is a public company. So now, and I guess maybe the rules are different in Canada, but in the States, that means they release financials.
Yeah, they have to disclose, but they don't have to go down to specific, do they?
Nope, but they did the first year.
Really?
So Kylie Cosmetics sales info became public. Turns out it was doing between 125 and 175 million a year. And it got bought for $600 million.
1.2 billion, so like 6 times valuation? That seems
like a 12 times, 10 times
12 times. Sorry,
10 to 12 times valuation.
Sorry, yeah.
If you're saying that seems high, you're right. It's very high.
That's super high.
Coty said, so Kris, and when they did this like lie to Forbes or whatever, they said that the company in the first years was doing like 300 million. And so either this company has like really taken a hit from launch to like 3 years later or 4 years later, or they were just never doing 300 million, which seems more likely.
So where'd the 300 million come from? You just researched it and found it, or is that what
no?
They're
That's
saying?
Just that's literally just what they said to Forbes to get this like.
Okay, yeah.
Article.
So there's some lie there, right? Because Forbes came out and said it, like you said.
Right. Yeah.
So maybe
so
that's
Forbes
what they lied
said
about.
that their PR team, basically, they lie. There's a lie there, or like neither scenario is good. Either you lied or your business is cut.
But isn't it as sad as people don't care though?
Well, they got their bag.
They don't care.
Kylie got $600 million in that acquisition.
No, don't care. Who cares? It's just whatever.
A $600 million makes you not care about much, dude.
Not much.
You're post-economic. You could do whatever you want.
You have fuck you money.
Yeah, real. Yeah, you got giraffe money.
Fuck.
I heard this story once about Michael Jackson, and somebody goes, yeah, a lot of people in Hollywood have enough money to buy a giraffe. There's not very many people who would buy a giraffe. Yeah, Michael, like they've got so much money they'd buy.
I might get a giraffe, by the way. I think I might buy a goat. Honestly, I'm not kidding, but I don't want them inside. I just know what I do with them. But anyway,
yeah. Well, that's exactly why, because it's like there's like not a lot of people. Like plenty of people in Hollywood could buy a giraffe. I can't remember who told this story, but Michael Jackson is like that guy who's like, I like giraffes.
He's so eccentric. Like he's like,
I'll just buy a giraffe and then just also buy whatever it needs.
Yeah,
like I don't know what it needs, but just buy
because he doesn't care. Yeah. That's kind of a cool way to live, right?
Yeah. He's also a super fascinating entrepreneur that I should break down on a different 100%. Episode. Super savvy guy. Like cool. He bought the rights to Beatles songs. Like super smart guy. Anyway, so Kylie Cosmetics, massively overvalued. They got their bag. Wow. But
so do you think it was all planned, you think, kind of thing? Or
to me, Cody Inc. COTY
seems legit. Like you have to.
I don't know why they bought it for so much.
Because maybe future value, maybe it's tied to branding deals. You never know, right? Again, like they don't go show the contracts and everything else.
Yeah. And
there could be a lot of backstory stuff. And Cody, like you said, is a house for brands. It could be over crossover other shit. There's so much.
They could just be buying up competition.
Exactly. Sometimes just to silence them because it's just worth to shut them up.
Okay, so I have another alternative theory.
Okay.
So they got slapped with a lawsuit.
Okay.
When this deal went through.
Okay.
By Seed Beauty, the original company that they partnered with.
Yeah.
Seed Beauty's lawsuit said that Kylie Cosmetics had disclosed proprietary information to Cody during the due diligence process.
Okay, so
another alternative theory for why Cody bought it for so much
is because they want to not get sued.
They wanted the proprietary information.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But they didn't want to get sued, or they wanted it, and that's the whole reason over anything is they wanted proprietary information.
Yeah. So Seed Beauty, there's a world where Seed Beauty does actually have this.
But if they already gave it, okay, then why does it matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? So why would you sue after the fact is what I'm saying, if they already bought it, or did that force them into the sale?
It stalled the sale. No.
Oh, okay, so it stalled. Okay, so
no, it didn't stall the sale. Okay. So the sale went through, and then
so then they stole in the 49%. Okay,
yeah. Sure. So then Kylie Cosmetics.
Yeah, got it.
And I don't know how that works with Seed. Like
that's a very interesting concept.
I don't know what happens there. Like if Seed's involved in the sale or what it is, but because it's a joint venture company.
Interesting.
So, that's what I don't know. But Seed sued because they're like, hey, Cody is basically a competitor of ours.
Very interesting.
You basically sold to a competitor of ours, and you told.
So what happened there? Did you know? Like,
They settled. So
out of court?
Kylie Cosmetics went silent from like November 21 until November 2020 until May of 2021. Didn't drop products, didn't post on Instagram, deleted all their posts, just went silent, didn't say anything. And then in May, they announced that they had settled with Seed Beauty. They settled out of court, undisclosed amount.
Wow.
So
like to shut down for a year.
Yeah, my theories are that Cody bought it for so much because Seed did actually have some proprietary processes that they wanted access to. Or the proprietary process was how they're actually getting all these deals.
Because Seed, the secret sauce.
Seed did name that their digital first business model was the proprietary information that they were most worried about.
So what, the e-commerce part of it? Or what? It doesn't even make sense.
Like that's not that proprietary. Like you sell it online.
That's what
Shopify.
Can't people reverse? I've been in software for my whole life, right? Yeah. People can reverse engineer. That doesn't seem like
So I think it either is something. Either they're just saying like, no, we don't want Cody to have the formulation. Like we don't want to give them the formula because they sued basically right around the time that Cody would have been like, hey, we need the formula for this. Yeah. And whoa.
No way.
And so either they just didn't want to give them the formula or didn't want to let them use it, or I think Seed like wanted some information. Or Cody wanted some information.
I have to agree with you because the only thing that makes sense.
I don't know why else they would have bought it for so much.
Why else? To avoid a bigger lawsuit. Who knows? Secrets. Who knows, right?
So, okay. They went quiet until November 21 or until May 21. And then they attempted a relaunch with like different messaging.
Okay.
A different formula because that's part of the lawsuit. It had to be a different formula. Their messaging was now like clean and vegan.
Yeah.
Which isn't really in line with like Kardashian Jenner. Technically,
I was gonna say, so she's still the face.
Yeah, technically the product was already clean and vegan. She still owns 49% of the company. So yeah, they launched that and it kind of fell flat. People were like, this isn't really that great of a product. You also have to understand that like, you think like, oh, you know, it's got Kylie's face on it, so it's going to do really well. I'm sure it does fine, but beauty is a world where like tons of celebrities and creators.
100%. You're so right.
Brands.
Yes, it's a big, big industry. And there's who do you? Yeah, you're right.
So then she launched a baby line, Kylie Baby, makeup for babies. I guess no, it's like shampoo and that's lotion hilarious. And stuff like that. That's funny. Yeah, lip kits for babies.
Yeah, lip kit plumpers.
Yeah, get that plumper on that baby.
Oh God, we're starting them young.
So, but now Coty doesn't name their financials specifically anymore. We don't know what their sales are. But the group of brands that Coty is down the last couple of years, year over year. The group of brands that Kylie Cosmetics is in is doing okay, but it's like a whole group. To me, I think this hits two common struggles of celebrity brands. The other thing that's happening is Kylie is just less relevant than she was once.
100%.
Right? And that's fine. I mean, she's still plenty relevant.
Yeah.
But one problem with celebrity brands, they're tied to the celebrity. Three things happen. The celebrity loses the passion for the project, which that could be happening too with Kylie. The celebrity gets canceled, or the celebrity just becomes less relevant over time.
Yeah, cancel, you mean like fucks up with something?
Yeah, does something that like makes them...
Like the Dell, remember the Dell commercials
like
with the guy with weed and he got fired for smoking weed? Remember back in the day? I don't know if you remember anyways. Yeah, Kanye, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, Kanye, right.
Talking to aliens.
Exactly.
In a song.
I have a friend who works with a lot of these kinds of brands, and he says what's really common is you got to see celebrity brands and creator brands as a cash grab because usually they're very excited about it. It's like a moment for them.
Because it doesn't matter. But
they don't want to like keep grinding on it.
It's just the excitement. It's the kill.
Yeah, they don't want to keep grinding on it and keep promoting it for years and years and years, which Kylie has actually done a decent job of, more than most celebrities and creators do. But that's basically one common problem that I think experiencing right now.
Absolutely.
The other is that there's just no actual differentiator in the product. The only differentiator is that it is
Kylie's, and you're paying more. How much more?
I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder how much more you're paying for a face in a sense.
Yep. Yeah, you're paying the Kardashian tax,
right?
It's like the pink tax plus.
The Kardashian tax.
Yeah, the pink tax plus the Kardashian tax.
Oh God.
So yeah, there's like nothing really like. One of the top comments on anything that has to do with it is like, look, if it was just like a better product, I would use it.
100%.
And so I think that's one of those things about like habit products. Prime Energy is feeling this right now. The Logan Paul and KSI.
Is that crashing a little bit now? Because that was the hype when it came out. My kids would make me go to whatever the hell it's called, Circle K, and get it. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. And they're not asking for it anymore, right?
Not at all. And they,
Yeah. So same kind of thing where it's like, but to really get integrated into your life, it has to be
something that's passion like me. That's the difference. We don't care.
Or it has to actually taste good. Like, look, I drink Red Bull or I drink whatever.
Is Prime shitty? I thought I tasted it before and it wasn't very good. I can't remember totally.
I'm not going to replace my Red Bull with it.
Okay, there you go.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to replace my coffee.
That's all it takes. There you go.
And so it's like, yeah, I might do it for the novelty when it comes out. But that's to create like you actually have to have like a great product that
100%
is utilitarian.
100%.
Yep. So wrapping here, how would I recreate this success? You can't be a Kardashian. We can just agree on that.
100%.
Cool.
Can I be a Ron Jeremy?
I mean, I think you could.
Okay, keep going.
I think we might have to, there's probably some more prerequisites.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. That's
right.
Next episode.
I definitely can't.
Okay,
I'll tell you that.
Well, there you go. Okay, go.
Yeah. I mean, whatever the opposite is that's got to be a niche, right?
Yeah.
Is there a niche for like micro penises?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh my God, dude, you have no idea. That's my business partner. If you're listening, Shrimpy. I'm not going to say your name, but he makes fun of his own all the time. So I have to say his name.
I love you, buddy.
I'm not going to say his real name, but I do love him. No, his name's Shrimp. We call him Shrimpy, and my British friend made it up. He's talking about his fucking small penis. So like,
I mean, I like to make jokes, but I thought where you were going was like, no, I've seen it. It's really small.
I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. Like, I'm just saying, but I just call him Shrimpy anyways.
Yeah. So I think the real thing here that is recreatable at all is being seed beauty. Okay. So seed, you need money first, right? So let's go all the way back. The guy just had the first guy, the dad, he just had a regular job. He was just like, not a regular job. He was a NASA engineer.
NASA, yeah,
so not a regular job,
money.
but let me rephrase it, a high value skill set that creates more income than you need.
100%.
So that you can just have cash.
They have extra cash. Or
extra cash, and then you can leverage that. And some people just throw that into their 401k, and that's okay. But if you want this kind of life,
takes money to make money,
then you got to do something riskier with it, like buying a business.
100%.
Right? And there's a lot of people you can buy Main Street businesses, people who are retiring all the time.
You can buy websites, for fuck's sakes, whatever you want.
Yes. So that's all very possible, all very recreatable. Just create cash flow for yourself and start that way. I also think another big thing is like then utilizing the amount of money you have to like get to the next step.
Keep buying, like keeps investing.
Buy the like that one's like, oh, we got a little money from the job, buy the business. Now we got more money from the business. Now let's buy friends.
Keep reinvesting.
Right? Like let's get into the country club the Kardashians are in. Let's get like
100%. That's almost like lobbying, right? They do it to the government every day.
Yep. So just continue to like leverage that money and like capital allocate in smart ways.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's how you would recreate this. Another couple things, I think that like niche of like just doing lips was super smart.
Yep.
Right. So if you actually get into this position and you're like, I'm launching a brand with a creator or a celebrity.
You're an expert.
Yeah. That like
jack of all trades, master of none, right?
Yeah. So, launch a brand that only does 7 irons on with Dwayne The Rock Johnson or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or who's a Canadian celebrity. Did I already say it? Is it Ryan Reynolds? Is he the main?
Justin Bieber. Know. Yeah, Bieber. No, Ben Pasquale. No, joking.
Launch a 7 irons.
Graham. Yeah. I don't even know. I play no golf. I'm not good. I'm like I'm like Happy Gilmore. That'd be me on the golf course in my robe, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking slim mother.
You got real Big Lebowski vibes too. You're like a cross of Ron Jeremy and the dude.
Yeah, dude. I have a website, and I can't believe I didn't add Ron Jeremy on there. Listen, I have a website, but I'm gonna send it to you. I don't care. Wait to see what people think I look like. You're gonna laugh, dude. I forgot Ron Jeremy. I hear it all the fucking time, and I just launched a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So funny that you said that.
So I think that like the kind of specializing in something that's like the mid range. So like 7 irons are all about mid game. Yeah. Drivers are long game. Putters, like a lot of people talk about that stuff. Nobody talks about the mid game. So being the only person who talks about
if you find a niche, there's someone else there with you. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it's the easiest way to start, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that's like part of what
she did. They're smart,
right? And then scarcity. So
like supply and demand.
Always have more demand than supply.
100%.
Even if you feel like it's holding you back,
and
always
create
have more
the demand before.
Yep. Yes. And then lastly, the thing that they didn't do is ultimately creating something that stands on its own outside of a creator or celebrity. So I think a related brand that's doing nicely with this is Skims. So Kim Kardashian's like underwear and what do you call them? Bodysuits? Like
okay. Yeah. That's
shapewear.
Okay. Yeah. Skims,
that CEO, her name's Emma Grede, and I have a lot of respect for her. She's doing a lot of stuff outside where you can tell the trajectory she's on is she's like, in 10 years, I don't want people to think of this as Kim Kardashian's shapewear brand. I want it to be like, Kim Kardashian's associated with that?
Yeah, on her own. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Which is actually kind of noble.
Yeah. So that's where you need to go if you
100%.
Because otherwise you're tied to their relevance, you're tied to their interest.
Tank with the celebrity as they become whatever.
Yep. Sure. So scale of 1 to 10, how easy would it be to recreate Kylie Cosmetics? I would say, all that said, that's how you would do it. All that said, it's still going to be pretty dang hard. Like a 4 out of 10. Because just do the first few steps. Start cash flowing, and then
amount of
get the
money
business.
It requires to produce a product is like also huge.
Yeah. So I think the first few steps, create excess cash flow for yourself, put yourself in the right rooms.
100%.
That's the right thing to do.
Lobby
but then
yourself.
Yeah. After that, you'll find your own path.
But yeah, I'm with you.
All right. Couple quick rapid fires. You ready?
Always ready.
Okay. Theme is we're reading Reddits. The Reddit thread is most embarrassing stories at work.
Oh, fuck.
Do you have one comes to mind?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so back to Shrimpy again, telling his story, which is on my website. I'm not trying to promote my website, I swear to you, but Shrimpy, long story, worked for a very large, and he's big, like he's muscular, but he's like shorter.
So this is your business partner?
This is my business partner, and I've worked with him for 15 years. Big, muscular, short dude. He's like 5'4",
with a tiny
penis, self-proclaimed, and he loves my friend. And so this British friend of mine, she's very pretty. He's always telling me, and me being kind of a dick, like I'm not a dick, but I love him. So I said, Hayden always tall about him. That's for, whatever, be perverted, whatever, right? So then I tell her he has a small penis, and she's like, I don't want Shrimpy, because she has like a British accent. So then anyways, the best ever. But Shrimpy is this 5'6" fucking muscular, can bench like 400, super smart. Okay. Anyways, he's at a large, shipping company. I'm not gonna say the name. Christmas party. He was fucking wasted, okay? He ripped out all the toilets, urinals, all the walls, and he didn't get fired. I swear.
Ripped them out?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Bro, when you said he was muscular.
I swear to God, but he was drunk out of his mind. It's on my website. Muscular? It's a true story. Dude, he's huge. I can't show his picture.
Yeah, no, that was.
But dude, he's huge.
Yoked.
No, but he was wasted. He was like, he'll sell you. He was like, he drank too much time. He doesn't drink anymore. He's very healthy, clearly, but he ripped out all the fucking urinals. Everything. They get fired.
Number one, I totally believe that he's shrimpy because he's on steroids.
Yeah, probably for sure.
100%.
Yeah, he had to have been
because his penis even smaller. Toilets out of the wall.
But he's so chill, dude. Now he must have been before, but he goes to the gym like every he's
just a gym rat. Yeah,
but he I'm sure he did. They all take the legal one. You know how this is.
Like, I mean he's on some testosterone. For sure.
But he's super like chill though. Like he doesn't ever get mad at me, and I'm wacko. Like I don't ever get mad either, but I'm whack. Like I'm hard to work with, and whatever.
Yeah. All right, I'll read you a couple here. So, let me find a good one. Okay. My friend works for a major food retailer and sent out an email just before going on leave at Christmas that signed off retards.
Oh my God, I yell at my mom for saying that.
He didn't pick up on the mistake.
Oh my.
And went out to the heads of purchasing of all the supermarket chains. Hey, I'll be back around January 5th.
Retards.
Have a great holiday. Kind retards.
Dude, I've sent some pretty fucked up shit.
You don't want unkind ones.
I've sent some fucked up shit on purpose, but that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's really bad because it's so not okay of a word. Like, oh my God, did anyone respond? Oh my God.
I felt uncomfortable reading it.
Me too. But I fuck up on my videos sometimes, put the wrong title, and I just, I'm not even paying attention. Anyway, it's not that.
Oh, there's a response to this one.
Oh God.
We used to work.
Oh fuck! What?
We used to work with an autistic school.
Oh my gosh!
Outlook spell checker saved my ass from signing off kid retards. Oh. Hey, it was really great meeting all of you.
You could get fired.
It was really great meeting all of you today, kid retards.
You could literally get fired for that. Like, that's fucking hilarious though. Like, fucking hilarious. Bye, retard. I've been called that, by the way.
Yeah, no, I
way worse.
That word makes me uncomfortable.
I know. Listen, my sister's a principal in this city, actually, and she yells at my mom all the time because my mom's like, Italian crazy. Anyways, you shouldn't say that. And she's old. Like, she doesn't know, but it's bad.
Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, sometimes my grandparents say some racial terms that I'm like, dude,
shit.
You can't.
Me too. Are you kidding me? They do it too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy jeez.
All right. I was working at a Starbucks in the back, clearing dishes and cups at the sink to put them in the dishwasher. There's a hose hanging from the wall. I got really bored and no one was in the back, so I held onto the hose and leaned back a little bit. Everything came off. Steaming hot water was spraying out of the faucet in the form of sprinkler showers.
Oh my God. Sounds like Shrimpy. Was this Shrimpy? Was it a shipping company? It sounds like BadX, but
not. Are you Senior Burger on Reddit?
Yeah, seriously, he might be. We gotta ask Shrimpy. I'm gonna text him that in a minute.
I tapped my manager on the shoulder and told her we had a slight problem, calmly, because I didn't want to alarm her. She went in the back, flipped out. We had to turn the water off from the main water supply. Good times. TLDR. Broke the hose at Starbucks. A lot of water. Bang the manager.
Was he talking about his hose the whole time, maybe, and then just like a whole? It was a whole fucking.
The last part makes me think it wasn't shrimp.
Yeah, like maybe it's just what's it called? What am I saying? Anyways, whatever. Fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
All right, I got one.
Hold on, really quick side note. Did you hear in Toronto a guy got a fucking ticket for using his phone in the drive-thru? Just as a similar thing, anyways. McDonald's.
Really?
Got a ticket.
For texting
and it's like, what are you supposed to do if you're using their fucking app? Anyway, just a side note. Sorry.
That's crazy. You can't text.
My sister, that's what I just heard. My sister said it happened in Toronto, and everybody's up in a roar. Look up on the internet. I don't know where it is. My sister told me. I just heard this. I was like, what the fuck?
This is the kind of things Canadians get up and
I know. I guess.
Look, hey, man, you can do a lot.
Hey, come on, don't be fucking texting in the drive-thru. Hey, you're gonna get fucked.
The Canadians are mad at the guy, or they're mad at the cops for giving him a ticket.
I think they're mad at the cops, and the dude, my sister. I call my sister Donkey, by the way. I have nicknames for everybody, but anyways, Donkey told me that everyone's going up fucking pissed off. The guy went to go fight it, couldn't fight it. They wouldn't reverse it. What the fuck? He got McFucked, literally, and that's not a joke. He literally got McFucked, and I love McDonald's, by the way. Just that's why I am.
How long you been sitting on that?
Yeah. No, it's not a true. No, I McFuck everything. Mick, I have a Mick award in my bar, by the way.
Okay. I
had a most infectious laugh from 1999. I was a Mick manager at 17.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
Yeah. No, that's like sounds
I just
like
heard
the
it
kind
today.
Of, like Canadians are like, yeah, no, we don't get mad about much, but
the fucking McDonald's drive-thru.
Right. I can text in McDonald's, okay?
But we did say sorry though after.
Yeah. So
and we said A.
Sorry, but
A. We're kind
sorry,
of
A. But I think I can text in the McDonald's. Sorry.
Do you think I have
go
an
back
accent?
to whatever you were doing. Sorry.
Do I have an accent? Or no?
No, you said a couple words that I noticed, but yeah.
You don't either. You don't
my family's northern Midwest, which is a little bit different accent.
Okay,
like a North Dakota.
Are you Napoleon Dynamite or something?
North Dakota is a bit different. Yeah, I'm actually. I live right next to where Napoleon Dynamite was.
Can you show me where he lives? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, yep, that's where I live actually.
Okay, cool.
All right, last one. Most embarrassing story at work. I once filled the drinking water machine with a toxic cleaning fluid by accident.
Oh, that's bad, dude. That's bad. That's fucked. That's fucked.
Resulting in blindness for 3 of my coworkers.
Is this a joke or is he serious? Oh my God, the internet. You see what I get.
It's got to be a joke. It was 6 years ago and they still tease me about it now.
Fucking asshole.
Watch out. Here comes the poisoner, they say.
Oh, fuck off. How do they see him? How do they see him? That's what I'm saying. The motherfucker.
Whenever they hear him coming.
Yeah. It's like, oh, your ears are amplified now, your senses. Oh, God, that's freaking hilarious.
Since the accident, I've raised $320 for a guide dogs charity, so some good has come out of it. $320.
This guy's funny. Can I interview him? Yeah, $320.
That got me.
Of course I got you.
You made them blind?
Yeah, and then you got $320. Did he say for a blind dog association? Oh, God. That sounds as stupid as, listen, 1 second, 10 seconds. Are you done with that story? Because I'll tell you. Listen how fucked up this is, okay? So you know those overpasses? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the guy at a chain in Detroit, I'm across from Detroit. He fucking launched the chain down, ripped his arm off. You know who got charged? Yeah, fucked up. The fucking truck driver, armed robbery. Bada bing, that was a joke. I'm just fucking with you. That joke. Okay, I'm teasing. Okay, sorry.
You were too quick.
You reminded me.
Your delivery.
I know. I'm sorry.
My mind
I didn't want to take your time.
My brain wasn't fast enough.
I didn't want to take your time. I didn't know
Do
if
you
we were
feel
running
like we're in a
time.
rush right now?
No, I felt maybe you were. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I'm done with you. I'm sick of this.
I know. He's like, I'll get the fuck out. I don't blame him.
Yeah, plug your stuff. Like, this is the end of the episode.
Yeah, no, thank you. So not a poor decision. It's just me doing, I don't know, crazy shit. He's seen it.
Yeah, it's like I would call it like a mix of like middle-aged dad jokes and motivational speeches.
Yeah.
So that's your specific brand of content.
Yeah, and funny, interesting things. And honestly, to be honest, my whole life helped. And all I'm doing is, I've realized this a day ago or so, I am unlocking people's potential that's already been there because I'm giving them the key. Just a little bit perspective, my big smile. Everybody thinks my teeth are real. They are fake. Sorry, they are real. You know, anyways, I was given this to help and I'm helping. And the message is beautiful and that's what I'm selling, positivity. I want to change this world. Money, sure, I need money because I hate, software. I don't want to do my software anymore, but yeah. I'm just saying that's truly what I want to do is to help people and people see me because I'm genuine. I don't act different on camera than I do in life. I act like this at home.
A follow is free.
Follow is
not
free.
A poor decision
and we're
going
to make
thank
you. Yep, all the socials.
Yeah.
Plus Clapper, which probably no one's heard of, which is the TikTok replacement supposedly. The red version one of it.
Sounds like a whole other
show. It's a whole other show. It's like TikTok kind of.
Clapper, I was like, is it like dirty?
Send the data to China, by the way. It's the only one, but whatever.
All right. Well, yeah, that's the episode.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, subscribe, do all the things. Wherever you're listening or watching, do the things that other people ask you to do there.